Hey family, Herb is Viola with more tips on essential oils. Okay, so today we're going to talk about from 6 months to 2 years old. And remember, everything else applies in the last video. I don't know if you saw the last video, but rule of thumb, when you're dealing with essential oils with children, we're talking about newborns from birth to 6 months, it's it's dangerous. So, when we're talking about newborn to 3 months, absolutely no essential oils. No essential oils to be absorbed, smelled, or anything. So that's why, you always got to be careful when people come around because you never know what they have on their body. You got grandma be rubbing some stuff on you. Yeah, y'all know what I mean. So you just got to be careful because you still got to worry about the child's breathing, about the child's reaction, because babies, look, their microbiome is just developing, so some things they can't fight off. So right now they're in that stage where they need to just be with mama, because mama knows what she has on. But just be careful with essential oils. Absolutely, from birth to 3 months to no essential oils. From 3 months to 6 months, they can use dill, they can use lavender, they can use yarrow, and they can use I think chamomile. Those are the only four. But when you get to and that's from 3 months to 6 months. When you get to the 6 months to 2 years old, there's a whole lot more that they can use. They can, of course, lavender. You can add cinnamon, you can add grapefruit, you could definitely add tea tree oil. Let me turn these around. Let me turn these around because you're not supposed to see the names, but the lavender, cinnamon, grapefruit, tea tree oil, and a whole lot more. You can read the list, or it'll be down below. But I'm not going to just put a whole bunch of essential oils, but look down below. You can see the essential oils that you can use from 3 months to 2 years old. Yes, I said 2 years old. And understand the age of the child. So go off the months. If you're dealing with preemies, add extra months because this is very, very potent. I mean, very, very potent. One drop. Understand? Okay, so you already watched the other videos with the newborns, but from here, you can up the dose. They can take up to two, but it depends on which essential oils, like the cinnamon. Be careful, very, very potent. Even though from you know from the from the essential oils from the 3 to 6 months is 1 or 2 drops. When you get up in age from the 6 months to 2 years old, you can add 3 to 5, just 3 to 5 drops. But when you deal with the cinnamon essential oil, the cinnamon leaf essential oil is just 1 or 2 drops. Be very, very careful. And you could also, with these essential oils, if you read it, please understand the citrus essential oils is potent as itself. When you dealing with, like, let's say sunscreen or getting out in the sun, understand there's a process of photosynthesis that it goes through, and it can harm the child, and you don't want the child to end up with any irritation. So be careful when you want to use like a sunscreen. If you make your own sunscreen, the best thing to use is lavender oil. Make sure you use lavender. This is from the other video. Make sure you use lavender oil. Well, a lavender oil for that specific, for that recipe. When you want to make, a, like I said, sunscreen and a lotion, be careful with that age group. There, you want to be careful with their son. So you always want to be very, very careful with the child. Now I want to show you something that you can use for the child. Let me put these to the side. Now I want to show you something you can use, because we tea tree oil. Y'all know tea tree oil, we can clean the house. So you want to just get a spray bottle and put a couple of drops of tea tree oil, and you can clean the house, and it'll be better for the child, because those chemicals, and we can't we can't tell if the baby got metal in their body. Even though the baby's born with chemicals in their body, It didn't really say metals, but in them chemicals, it may have a little bit of metal because we don't know how, the mother and the fathers, when they got together. Well, let's be honest. As parents, when we end up, we already know. We don't know what happened with that egg, how healthy our egg and how healthy that sperm was. Yes, I said it. We don't know how healthy it was, so we don't know if the kids got metal in their body. So you want to make sure there's less chemicals, less everything. I mean, less everything. So the best thing to do, use tea tree oil. You just open it up and just put a couple of drops in there. Now, I don't have a dropper, so let me get a dropper. I already have my dropper labeled. Remember, label everything. When you're making stuff, label everything. This is my dropper. So I just try to, make sure you shake it up. I just take a couple of drops of tea tree oil, and all you need is just 3 to 5 drops. And that's all you need. That's all you need. You can put a little bit of grapefruit, or you can put a little bit of the sweet orange. But no, we don't want to do that. I just want to leave it with just tea tree oil. And if you want, you could add a little bit of vinegar. You can add a little bit of vinegar, but shake it up, and there you have. You can clean the counters. You could clean around the baby's room, especially the floor. So this is perfect to clean the baby's floor. We're talking about cleaning the baby's room and other areas where the baby cleans. So this is perfect to use for the babies. And I know sometimes you you have a crying baby, you wonder why they crying so much. And I found this cute little jar. And look, this was already measured. Let me close this up. This was already measured. I know sometimes you have colically babies, and this is not colic. This is babies that's just crying and whining, and you know how they want to sleep a little bit. But this is for crying babies. Like, this is my lavender oil. Let me shake it up a little bit, make sure it's mixed. Now, this was for every 1 ounce. It's 1 to 2 drops. Remember, this is from the last video, from the 3 to 6 months. Yes, lavender. Bring it over to the 6 months to 2-year-old. I rather stick with lavender. I rather stick with what works, because the other ones gets a little strong, and I'm going to read some of the names. So it's sweet orange, tangerine, you got sandywood, you got burden, you have palm rose, pine, and then you see the other ones. This is what's added to the 6 months to 2-year-old. And you could just read down the bottom, like I said. But this is already, and make sure this is already mixed up well, but make sure you empty the dropper. Always empty the dropper and mix it again. Because look, we're talking about the babies. We're talking about babies that can't talk, and we don't know if they're irritated or whatever. And this is for the help for crying babies. This is a recipe for crying babies. So all I do, this little cute little this cute little bottle I found. I actually went to Mom's Organic because I wanted the little roller. You see, it has a little roller device. I see it. It has a little roller device. And look, even if you don't have this little thimble, I try to make sure I have everything because I'm making my grandbaby's stuff. But you can either use a dropper like I was doing. You saw me either use a dropper, or you can go ahead and fill it yourself. But I just thought this was cute, something to have. It's a roller. What I was saying, you can roll a baby like the diaper rash and a fever, and you can just fill it up. Just take your time and fill it up because you don't want to waste it. You don't want to waste it. Because we're all about saving money. That's the main reason why we're doing the essential oils. They save you money, and then it's all natural. Look, it's all natural, all the chemicals and all that stuff, and all them dyes and all that stuff. You put the little cap on there real nice and tight. Then I just want to shake it up. So I just put the top on it nice and tight. You see it? I filled it up. And then it has a little roller. So when you have a crying baby, what the mother can do, or the grandparents, whoever, the nanny, whoever's taking care of the baby, the Just remember, you're not putting this on the child because, baby's hands, his face, and all this other stuff. You can use this. Now, listen, 6 months, 6 months or older, don't play. 6 months or older, the, the parent could just rub it on their hands, on my hands. And it's a little cute little roller ball. Let me close this up. It's not going to waste. And then you just rub it, or you could put it on the baby's, on a towel. You could put on a cotton ball, whatever's easier. And then the mother can just put it to the baby's face. You know how like sometimes you hold in a coffin, you could put it to the baby's face and let the baby just breathe in the lavender. And this is, like I said, 6 months and older. Don't do this from 3 to 6 months. This is for 6 months and older. 6 months and older. You can let them breathe it in. So these you can put in a in the dis in a dis, dis you can put this in a diffuser and let them breathe it in. Same thing with the teacher oil that you can go in there and play. But listen, when it gets to this age, the rule of thumb, for every 1 ounce of oil, 1 ounce of carrier oil, which is, you can use olive oil, you can use the grapeseed oil, and you can use the almond oil. I'm not gonna show you what I have, but you can use these three. You can use these carriers. You could also, what I would do is, when you're dealing with one when you're dealing with a 2-year-old. Now I'm just saying, from like maybe 15 months to 2-year old, you can add a little bit of castor oil, but be real careful because you just want to just use a little bit. I would do like 15 months to 2-year old. I would do castor oil for a carrier. Then when about 1.5 to 2 years, you can try a little coconut. I would try a little coconut oil on a child, but remember, you want to dilute it. Never do straight. Never do straight essential oils. Never. The baby should have, and keep this out of the kids' reach as well. Because look, I'm not I'm not an expert. This is your child. This is your child's life. This is your child ingesting things, smelling things. You have to. I would just do a little at a time. Just the main reason why I had this little cute little roller, because we just don't know. We just don't know what our children are allergic to, because all this stuff and all these allergies and all this, the Rona and all these variants, we just don't know. We just don't know what our kids are allergic to, because we got to go off with the mother and the father. We got to go off, us, what we're allergic to. And look, especially if your child's been vaccinated with those normal vaccines. We ain't talking about we're not talking about the coronavirus vaccine. We're talking about the normal immunizations. I just use that word. We're talking about those immunizations. You never know what the immunization is going to react. So you want to make sure you take things slow. I would just try to get roller bottles, or I would try to get a spray bottle. Put it on yourself first. And then put a little bit on the child's feet, because it's more absorbent. Or you can try to test their back. Some child, so like I know some people take their children and go get the allergy test. Listen, I wouldn't. Unless they really, really is allergic, or if they really have like where their throat's closing, I would get the allergy. But that is no joke. It's when they pick the child, they actually take a needle and they test the child and on different things, just to see what they're allergic to. And it's just horrible, because the child's itching and crying and they can't tell you. All they can do is just cry. And then you got to get the lavender oil and let them breathe it. Let them breathe and relax. But just showing you a little recipe with lavender oil. Yes, you see, lavender oil helps for the younger children with fevers and diaper rash. Lavender oil is powerful, very powerful. This is one essential oil I would definitely have. On tap. So, well, definitely have in my medicine cabinet. Y'all know y'all got that medicine cabinet. So, add lavender essential oil. Lavender essential oil. I already told you about the cleaning products. I'm gonna show some more. I just want to show the basics. These are just basic tips, because it's very, very sensitive. Like, these are our babies. They can't talk. They can't talk at this age. But when they get 2 and older, then they can have a conversation. And I just want to make sure that I just show you some tips some, and look, beneficial, because essential oil, you already know this is 10 milliliters. This will last 6 months to a year. And you know, when you buy them larger, this will last at least 3 4 years. 3 or 4 years. We're talking about cleaning products. Cleaning products. So you already know when you're looking at orange essential oil, when you're looking at lavender essential oil, grapefruit, when we're looking at the cinnamon essential oil, think you're only using 3 to 4 drops. 3 to 4 drops. And if I was you, I would get some recipes and start putting stuff together just so you have. And this is a good product. And this is like an easy product that you can do. And you can also save some money. I already said that. I can't tell about saving money. I'm just saying, it's cute little items. Imagine doing this and putting a little label on there. Y'all with the fancy writing, you just put something to the side and put the baby's name, and then you put what it is. And you just put a little card, little note, and tell them how to use it. It's real cute. I had it's just real cute. Or you can get a bottle like this and give it. And then look, this bottle cost. This is olive oil. This olive oil, you'll buy a big thing of olive oil, and this costs maybe, it's organic extra virgin olive oil, coal extracted. So this is see, I got this one at mom's, and this is about 1 liter. So I got 1 liter of olive oil, and this was, I would say this was under $20, if that. So if you look at all of this oil, and then if you want to do avocado oil, if you want to do grapeseed oil, I even got hemp oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, and I got castor oil. You know how many different products you can make with all of these oils? And of course, it's for the older children, because we're talking about having something for your grandbabies or your children, or even yourself. You can use this product on yourself, and of course, you use more essential oils, but we're just talking about saving money. And then look, you already know it's all natural, and it's potent. Essential oils is potent, so you're actually correcting things on the outside well as inside, because the older you are, you can start putting this stuff in your mouth. You can actually put this stuff in your mouth. And yes, on some recipes from the ages of 15 months to 2 years, they can ingest, but I'm not recommending ingesting. All I'm going to show you is things on the outside, because understand the baby is getting the stuff. As soon as you put it on bottom of feet, they are absorbing it in their bodies. You put it on their back, they are absorbing it. So I just want to make sure y'all have this little stuff. So it's very important. It's very important that you make sure you know what's going on in your child's skin. Make sure you know what's going on in your child's skin, because things is getting crazy out here, just to see all the poisons and all the toxins, and we just don't want it in our child. We don't want our child developing any other issues, like kids with cancer, diabetes, and other things, things wrong with their brain. We don't want that. We don't want that. You want to do something nice and clean, and cute and sensible. At least you know what's in it. It's no mess. It's no mess. It's in the purest form. I would say it like that. It's in the purest form. So, go ahead. Try you some essential oils. Try you some essential oils. I love it. I love it. Anything to take care of them, and knowing things is natural. Keeping things natural. Because we don't know what's going on. Look, I'm in here. You guys, Herbalist Viola, you guys have a good day. Bye, family.